Well, let's wait. I don't wanna. Matt, do you wanna look that up? Yeah. Okay, let's give Matt all our attention and applause.
Okay. So, what the eyes see and the ears hear, the mind believes. These powerful words were spoken by a man who made it his sole purpose in life to entertain the masses with something he felt that they can truly enjoy. A public spectacle that promised death if it should fail. Few others have had a career that provided an audience with such whimsy, such danger, and such overall intrigue as Eric Weiss, or as you may know him now, Harry Handcuff Houdini. His magic career, though, didn't start off very well. He started off performing cheap card tricks in circus sideshows and dime museums, but he wasn't going to let his slow upbringing and his slow start stop him from achieving his dreams. So when he realized that it wasn't working for him, he merely shifted gears. He began experimenting with escape acts, such as going into straitjackets, getting out of them, and such like that. After a talent manager discovered him in 1899, this is when he really began to skyrocket in fame. Soon enough, Harry Houdini became world-renowned for his dangerous acts, such as being hung upside down in a water tank, being buried alive, and all basically acts that involved escape. The illusions had people hooked, waiting to see if he was going to make it out alive. Houdini became well aware that if you promised people a stunt where death was imminent if one should fail, that they would show up. And while taking a break from such death-defying stunts that he performed, he even took time to act in movies and write a couple of books about magic. Both of these professions, however, he gave up on, realizing that the profit was too small and that he wanted to go back to giving the people what they really craved, action. And by the early 1900s, Houdini had become already the richest actor in American vaudeville. But even with all this money, he still knew what was important to him. He used many of his riches to buy a dress that was originally made for Queen Victoria. He bought this dress for his mother, and then threw a grand reception so that he can show her off in said dress in front of all of his relatives. Houdini said that that was the happiest moment in his life. And Houdini was also a strong believer in allowing the art of magic to flourish. He led the Society of American Magicians, which sought to discover and promote new magicians looking to get into the act of magic. This organization still exists to this day. If one thing could truly be said about Houdini is that he was really dedicated to his performance and that he was really one tough guy. While fighting a 102-degree fever, Houdini bared through his acts, not allowing sickness to delay his performance. Eventually the fever worsened and brought along pain with it. Even after discovering that he was eventually discovered that he was suffering from appendicitis, Houdini refused surgical treatment, not wanting to cancel his magic tour around the world. During one of his last performances, he collapsed on stage, and after allowing the medics to revive him, he continued on and finished his act. So he was not going to let the appendicitis stop him there. He was a trooper indeed, stupid but dedicated. Finally, after the performance, he decided to seek medical treatment, only to die in the hospital a few days later from a condition that was completely treatable from the start. If anything could be taught from Harry Houdini's career, it's that illusion is a powerful thing. People may believe it or not, see it as fake or see it as real, but either way, there's a specific appeal to seeing someone perform them. Houdini cleverly used his audience's cynicism to attract views and create a name for himself, while at the same time giving them what they wanted. Whether you want to believe the aspect of his danger or not, you couldn't help but wait in suspense to see what would happen next to him. Providing a nail-biting action, as well as teaching people about the impact that a hobby can have, such as magic for him, is truly an admirable feat. And for that, Mr. Houdini, we thank you.
I agree. I agree.
Except it's your turn.